Densha de Go!
Hello and welcome. I'm Bio, and today we're starting a completely brand new extra set. I figured at some point we've got to have a proper look at this series, so we're going to be having a look at Densha de Go. 6 Densha de Go games to be exact. And I've handpicked these 6 games to have a look at them. Basically, like the ones that interest me the most, I think. And I thought instead of starting it off with like the very first game that got released, we've already had a look at that game for the Simple 1500 series. We've already also had a look at Nagoya Railroad for the Simple 1500 series. Instead, I thought it would be cool to have a look at Densha de Go 64, the Nintendo 64 version. Why? Because this is the only one that has a English fan translation. Yes, I am playing the fan translated version of Densha de Go 64. And it's going to be interesting to see how exactly it explains how to control certain mechanics. And hopefully, going forward, I can learn a little bit of how the game works properly. So when we play the other ones, which are all in Japanese, the other 5 games we're going to look at, I'll have an easier time. Hopefully. So yeah, so this is Densha de Go 64. I think the subtitle always is on there, is always Let's Go by Train. I think that's what it means, Densha de Go. I think it means literally Let's Go by Train. But it's an interesting paraphrase, I think. It's Let's Go by Train, I think, is not the literal translation, but more of like, it sounds like what it should be based on the kanji, I think. Anyway, it's developed by AI. Like, literally, the developer is literally called AI. That's all, which is interesting. It's published by the Taito Corporation. It was released on July 30th, 1999. So, without further ado, I guess let's dive into it. I guess I can give a little bit of like information about Densha de Go. It's a Japanese exclusive game series that allows you to basically control trains and just it's one of like the earliest train sims, you can say. And you may think that sounds a bit boring, but it's actually quite nice. It's quite chilling. It's quite, chill. Not chilling, but just quite chill. And it's a real shame that none of these games got an official release outside of Japan. Now, there is games like Densha de Go that have been released in English that you can get on stuff like Steam. Just they're way too expensive for what they are. At least in my opinion. So, at some point, if I find one for a decent price, or if it was on sale for like 90%, it'd have to be something like 90% off the one I'm looking at on Steam for me to even consider picking it up. So, it is what it is. But yeah, it's just a relaxing train sim game where you basically have got to get the timings correct with pulling up to stations and so on, because obviously it's Japan, everything's got to be on time, so on and so forth. And it's kind of like a challenge game, you could say, but you can kind of just relax when you're playing it as well. I quite like the Densha de Go series, and it is a real shame that none of them have been officially released in English. But anyway, without further ado, let's dive into it, shall we? So we have arcade mode, beginner's mode. Oh, let's go to the beginner's mode then. That's cool. Tutorial practice. Well, yeah, show me the tutorials so that this truly get the real Densha de Go experience here. Let's start the training course. First, I'll explain how to operate the train. This is the master control. The master control is used to accelerate the train. This is the brake. Brake setting range from 1 to 8 plus an emergency brake. The upper number is the scheduled arrival time. Below that is the current time. When you operate the train, be certain to stay on schedule. This displays the distance to the next station. The speedometer is in the lower left. Next, I'll walk you through the departure procedure. Please follow my instructions when indicated. Okay, when the train doors close, the cab signal light will be on, or is lit. The cab signal is lit, but you can release the brake. Okay, so we got to get down to 0 to release the brake. Then we can start moving the control meter to 5 to keep going. The train has begun to accelerate. Okay. Your operating speed should be about 90 kilometers an hour. Please accelerate to 90 kilometers an hour. Okay, no worries. It's pretty fast if you think about it. But then again, trains do move pretty fast. Alright. Set the control meter to 5. Please accelerate to... Oh yeah, 90. So now the train is traveling at 90 kilometers. Set the master control to 0. Using momentum to maintain your speed is called coasting. Oh, okay. And we're just coasting along now. Before crossing a railway bridge, sound your horn. Press OK to sound your horn. I don't know why we need to... I don't know why we need to sound our horn when crossing a bridge. That's a bit random. But that might be part of the law. The next station is a passing station. Please match the scheduled time. Good. We passed through the station on schedule. Always try to match the schedule time. Our speed has dropped, so let's accelerate again. There we go. Stop at Saigata Station. Yeah, it's holding my hand for everything. Let's continue coasting. Okay. Or at least it tells me like what my coasting speed should be, or what my top speed is. It's 90 kilometers an hour, which is fine. We're almost at Saigata. Jonai Shinko. Right, decelerate as soon as you see a blinking speed limit warning. Oh, by pressing the brake. To 7? Oh yeah, because obviously any further than that. The train speed is now 45 kilometers an hour. So now I can release the brake. The speed limit is in effect once it stops blinking. Abide the speed limit until it is cancelled. Let's continue coasting. Well, we're almost in the station anyway, so there's no point speeding up. The next station is a stopping station. Now please stop the train at the proper debarking location. Please set the brake to 5. Right? Set the brake to 3. Oh, 3. To 1. You stopped the train quite well. Well, mainly you were holding my hand, so different routes and engines will require... Oh, be sure to practice more on your own. This concludes the training course. We've done it. We've passed training, even though we basically held our hand the entire time. So what's the other thing in beginner's mode then? So we have practice. All right, well, I'll tell you what. Let's just go into the arcade mode then and just see how we get on now we've got it. We've got some fast trains there. What do you reckon? Kanto? I reckon we go to Kanto. A bit of Pokemon territory. Shinagawa. Oh, okay. Some of these are difficult. Right, what's easier difficulty? Alright, yeah, so let's go to Honku. What's it? Hokuriku. Let's go with the easiest one. There you go, level 1. Hoku line. Probably best to go with the easiest one, right? Ah. gives you a little kind of information about it. Okay. When the trading doors close, capsule would like to turn on. Please depart. Alright, there we go. We're departing. We got it. What is he doing? He's taking out the trash. I like these like PNGs of people they have. It's quite funny. By the speed limit until it's cancelled. Alright, we'll just coast. At promptly multiple speed limits. Yeah, that's fine. We're coasting along at the, at the moment, so it's fine. Can put 1. Give it a little. Like I say, you don't even need the brake really. You just put it up to 2 until we can leave it on 1 really, because we've got to keep the speed limit, which is 30. Right, so there we go. So now we can speed up because the speed limit's now ended. See, it's just I just like this game series. It's just really chill, at least in my opinion. It's just nice, relaxing, chill. There we go. Now we can just coast along. Well, I am trying to follow the schedule. I obviously... Alright, we managed to pass it. Now we're running late. Our speed limit is reduced. Signal alert and time over. Please obey the signals. I didn't see that. I was too busy focusing on the fact that I was trying to get to get there on the right time. God damn. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, boys. We gotta make it. We'll just Alright, I think... There we go, here we go, here we go. Okay. It's what I didn't realise is that we're actually at 70 at the moment. Right, now we can go to a 90, so that's what I screwed up with the timings. Yeah, I guess these are old trains, so I guess they don't really have... I'm guessing they don't really have... To be completely honest, thinking about it, they probably don't have cruise control or something like that. We could probably... That's 5 seconds. How is 5 seconds running late? You're just taking the piss now. Yeah, well, I've put on the emergency brake now because you fucked me over. What did you expect? You fucked me over, game. I keep forgetting, after the station, you've got to be 70 miles an hour. Or 70 miles, 70 kilometers an hour, whatever. Well, I ain't gonna get there now, because I didn't mean to pull the emergency brake. I was just panicked. Because I was looking at it, it's like... the way it tells you what your speed should be a little bit more of an alert than just for her popping up as a text message. Just a little box at the bottom of the screen. I've decelerated now. Oh, I'm not speeding. I do. Time over. So it gives you an allotted time to do it. I can't do it. It's like I said, I like this series. I suck at it so badly. You've got to keep track of so many things. So many things. It's crazy how much you got to keep an eye on. But like I said, I still like the series. I still would say that if you're going to play a Densha de Go game, this is the Densha de Go game to play. 100%. Because it's the only one in English. So, I think I'm going to call it there for this particular game. I'm still enthusiastic about the other games. We'll see how we get on. Probably going to struggle with a lot of them. But it is what it is. But, yeah. I personally recommend this series, to be honest, because I like this series. If you said to me, like, what would I want from a game like this? The same, just not as strict, a bit more loose, a bit more casual. Because I could imagine just to give a little bit of perspective before I start playing. Imagine this kind of setup. You are a train driver driving a train in the countryside of anywhere. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't have to be Japan. Japan's just kind of a picturesque location, isn't it? It could be anywhere. As long as it's picturesque. It could be Europe, Russian. It could be in Russia, for example. You have a lot of picturesque sites in Russia because it's very rural, isn't it? A lot of countryside kind of thing there. So, and you just drive the train along, and all you got to do is just maintain and keep the right speed limits and so on and so forth. The braking and all that would be simpler. It would just be a more simpler game, and the whole entire point of the game would be less about, let's say, keeping on time with the schedule, and more about you just experiencing the journey of the train journey. And you'd have like random events happen, like, I don't know, if America was the location you were going through, Bigfoot would pop out of the trees as like a little Easter. You'd have little kind of like random encounters, as you could say, like if you reference in GTA 5. You could have little random encounters along the way. That would be quite funny, just quite comical. And it'd just be a chill game, relaxing. And that'd be the whole entire point. The whole entire point would be to just start the game up, get the train going, and just sit back in your chair and just kind of, not maybe necessarily switch off, but just like, you obviously would have to micromanage a few little things, but they would all be to do with like, oh, it's service time, train cart service time, so, and you would have to make sure to like put an announcement out for things, and yeah, I just think it would be, it'd be cool. But for me, I struggle with these games. I don't know why I struggle with the Densha de Go games. Like, you would have thought I would have learned it by now, but nope. Nope. Anyway, I've been Bio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.